Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Live Dive. I hope you're having a great week, and thanks for coming out to our services last night. It always means a lot to us when you're able to show up and show support for those that are teaching and preaching and doing all sorts of good work for the Lord here at the First Free Will Baptist Church of Tampa. And speaking of doing good stuff, we got a great activity for you later on in the month of June, and that is roller skating. You guys voted on what activity we should do this month, and you guys voted on, well, roller skating. Now, I'm going to be a bit of an embarrassment on roller skates, but I'll still try, and I'm sure I'll have fun regardless. But stay tuned to our social media pages, and we will let you know what the exact date and time will be for us to go out and have some fun. Also, remember, every Sunday at 10 a.m., upstairs in the gym mezzanine here at First Free Will Baptist Church of Tampa, the Bridge has their Sunday school class. And remember, we have free donuts every week. That is one of the consistents that you can count on, is that we have free donuts for you, which they're from Hole in One Donuts, and they're awesome. So you don't want to miss out on that. But remember this, in a few weeks, we're going to be switching the locations of our classroom, or our meeting, I guess you could say. We'll probably have it upstairs in the cafeteria here, but I will let you know for sure where it's at and when we will be having that switch, so nobody misses out. So speaking of Sunday school, tonight is actually another preview of this coming Sunday school lesson. But you know that for the month of June, we've been talking about different aspects of the believer's mission. But today we're going to be focusing on this theme of great expectations. Great expectations. Now, what's happening here is that this theme is actually a continuation of what we talked about last Thursday's Live Dive, going into our Sunday school lesson from at the beginning of this week. The Apostle Paul in 2 Corinthians chapter 4 talks about this idea of, we may all go through sufferings here in this life, but it's made a little bit easier when we have that eternal perspective. Now, the question may be asked then at this point is, well, what awaits us as Christians in eternity? Well, Paul actually answers that question himself in the first verse of 2 Corinthians 5, and that's what we'll be reading today. And this is what he writes. He said, "For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of God, and house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens." And I thought, man, that is just such beautiful language, such a beautiful verse. And what we're seeing here is basically this, that when Paul is talking about a house, or Paul is talking about a tabernacle, he is referring to our bodies, the bodies that we inhabit here on earth, and actually even in heaven. We know that on earth, our bodies are not perfect. We have, some people have deformities or defects. We always have problems, and we may get sick, we get hurt, and unfortunately, we know that our bodies don't last forever. And every single one of us that are watching this video, or really everybody in the world, is a testament of the fact that we know our bodies do not last forever. But when we get to heaven, God will give us a new house or a new body that will last forever. It won't get sick, or there won't be any problems with it, and it will last forever, which means you and I get to live forever. And on top of that, those loved ones, those friends that have gone on before you, you get to see them again in heaven. And how awesome is that? And that's something that Paul is reminding us of, and it should be an encouragement to us today. See, we experience a lot of discouragement, a lot of hurts, whether it's physical or emotional, in today's world. But if you are a Christian, let tonight's Live Dive be an encouragement to you. That if you have put your full trust in Jesus Christ, that there is an end to your suffering. Even if your suffering doesn't end here on earth, it will end when you get to heaven. And you will have a new body that will last forever, that will not break down. Let that encourage you today. Let that refresh you. Let that renew you, so that you are just fired up to do more things for the Lord and for His kingdom during the rest of this week going into the weekend. So be sure to come on out for our Sunday school class. Again, this Sunday at 10 a.m., we will have free donuts as always, and we will continue this theme of having great expectations, because having a great eternal perspective means we can have great expectations for what the future holds for us. But until Sunday, I hope you have a good night. God bless and have a great weekend.